You talk to someone.
Oh my
as you're
God,
walking
look,
through
that's
the
a
door.
lot of breast. Can we go in a different
I
way?
can go lower.
Go lower.
Lower and look upwards.
Morning, oh my God, the problem is now I can't see.
See what?
Can we move it nearer? I can't see any messages.
Well, darling,
I haven't got my
so
contacts in.
close to be able to see.
Hi everyone, hi Gloria, hi Margaret, hi Good Ship Lollipop, hi Ellery, hi Jens,
There you go.
hi
It's
Michelle,
there.
hi
Is that
Debbie.
better?
No, this is better up here. Debbie Sanderson, Margaret O'Brien, Janine Amory, Hazel Melbourne, Good Ship Lollipop, Jane Bentley, Margaret O'Brien, Millie Mel, Ashley Vicky Edwards. So, we've been missing you guys, and we know you've been missing us. So we thought we'd do a surprise holiday coffee moment.
And there's urgent news, guys. There's urgent news. It's the last ever episode of Neighbours, and we felt we just had to share with you and talk with you about this.
I'm just going to go and get my other glasses because I can't see anything.
She can't see a thing, and she's going to have to shove her face right up like that. How are you all? How is everyone? Shara Lou, Lisa Pryor, Ellie Denning. Welcome to the coffee moment. Jen's marked. Is it marked or marked, Jens? Is it marked or marked? I always want to get it right. Marked. Jen's marked or Jen's marked? Elijah's looking relaxed. Not really. I'm sat on a spike. Need a bigger Dutch angle mark. Like that. Calimera, SAS. Calimera, Christos. How are you all? Tina, hi Myra. Can you recommend a restaurant in Covent Garden, please? Says Jill Lister. Don't go to Cafe Murano, that's for sure.
No, God's sake.
Whatever you do, don't go there. I'm trying to think.
Well, the Frenchy, the thing on the corner is nice.
Coat.
Mamma Mia, Coat.
Cote, there's C-O-T-E, that's kind of like a chain, Cote. Make sure you phone and book though.
But also tell them about the nice noodle place that's a bit more in
Oh, if you like Japanese and if you like sushi and if you like noodles and all that kind of stuff, there's a tiny, unassuming place that we've never been to before. Did not delete his Instagram. No, he didn't delete his Instagram. Sorry?
What's on the theatre, that theatre?
Yeah, it's the big theatre opposite. It used to be Frozen. It's just up the way from Mamma Mia. It's just a bit further up. So I'm trying to remember. It's the great big. Oh, I can't. SAS to you. SAS. Oh, I see. SAS. How are you all, guys? How are you all? How are you all? How are you all? Mandy Nanny, have you had? Yes, I have had bloody highlights put in my hair. Not of my choice or making. Nadia said to our lovely friend Simone, do something with his hair. And then she plopped stuff in my hair. I've just realised you obviously haven't seen this because we've only done anything on the members area. So marked. What was it? Oh, you just said it. It's just fine. Marked, as in marked. Oh, okay, marked. Jen's marked. Good morning, Mo Power. Hope you're all well. Mandy Nanny. Yeah, people saying have I had? I see people. I'll be going into morning in the. God, this is going so fast. It's going faster than it does in the UK. Sorry, I'm struggling to keep up. Someone just said I'm going to be in morning tomorrow because it's the last. It's the last Neighbours. I'll be going into morning. Creatorholic on Friday. Can't believe Neighbours will be gone. Neighbours has been there for how many years now? 37 years? I mean, it's been there ever since I remember going to college. I can't believe it's coming to an end. And so many of the original cast members are coming back for the final episode, like Kylie Minogue, Jason Donovan. I noticed Chris Hemsworth isn't coming though. Who else is coming? Guy Pearce. Guy Pearce is returning, and Margot Robbie. Can you believe Margot Robbie is back for the final episode? Did you know that? Margot Robbie and Guy Pearce.
I can't find my glasses.
And Guy Pearce.
Sorry, I can't find my glasses, guys.
Well,
and then in the meantime, there was a medical emergency.
Yeah, Bernard Cribbins has sadly passed away today. That just felt. We were very excited when we got a card from him. Do you remember?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, so sweet.
That card was just.
It was so sweet.
Oh, that's so sad.
So sad. No, I know. So sad.
Yeah.
93.
Wow.
37 years Neighbours has been has been going. And yeah, Guy Pearce, Margot Robbie, Jason Donovan, and Kylie Minogue all back for the final episode. And it's
Great
this
time.
Friday. Chris Hemsworth was home and away. That'll be why he hasn't turned up.
That's right.
But
Mark, can you sit up a bit because I look like a giant and you look like a
I'm really comfortable.
mushroom, but you look really small.
Darkness. Creepy. Why? Coming up. Your glasses, your
Your head
boobs,
looks so small.
Maybe your head looks so huge.
Maybe it's
You've got a
me.
big head. Where do you want me?
What's happened to your head?
I don't know, babe. I'm just here.
His head shrunk in the
I'm
sun.
just here chatting with everyone.
You've
but
shrunk
you're
in the sun.
distracting.
Sorry.
Being on holiday with Nat is like being on holiday with GS4. All she does is pace the perimeter. That's all. It's her new thing now. She paces like security personnel. You need a walkie-talkie
I've
and a
got to get
torch.
I've got to get my 1 million steps by the end of July. And also, if you walk around when you're sunbathing, guys, you get an all-over tan. You get your front and your back done at the same time.
I'm going to do a poll whilst you sort out how high you are.
Does
and how big your
anybody
head is.
else walk sunbathe? My sister does as well. She always walks sunbathe.
Yeah, but it's because you've both got ants in your pants.
I like ants in my pants.
Will you miss Neighbours? Will you miss Neighbours? What are your memories of Neighbours?
I won't.
Did you never like it?
Yes, I did.
When? God, it's just like getting blood
When
from the stone, isn't
I
it?
suppose when...
No,
just
no.
literally just asked me the question and I answered it. Where's the blood from the stone?
I don't know, darling. Far away.
I mean, the Kylie and Jason years were my years, when they were sort of, but I don't know when that was, the 80s, I suppose. Yeah, I used to love it. I used to rush home from school for it. Loved it.
I remember at university, we used to just all charge off to the junior common room. Everyone would be like, Neighbours is on, and we would
Crazy,
literally
isn't
all
it?
flood around the
Crazy.
telly like crack addicts. It was just, and the whole, yeah, you're right, the whole Jason thing. But I remember, it wasn't Ben Mendelsohn in Neighbours as well? There
I
were
don't
so
remember
many
him
other
in
actors.
it though. He was. There were some big
So many
stars
Aussie
that
actors
out.
came through it, didn't they? But then there was Home and
I
Away,
love
there was
Margot
Sons
Robbie
and
for doing
Daughters.
that.
Yeah, I do
Because
too.
I really hate it when people get angry about what made them famous and never want to speak about it. It's so annoying. You get that all the time when you
Yeah.
interview celebrities. And it's like, come on. You know, it's like me with EastEnders. I wouldn't have the life that I had now if it hadn't been for EastEnders. So I'll always be grateful to EastEnders. So it never annoys me when people says, "Oh, were you in EastEnders?" Never. Or if somebody says to me, "Oh, you were Annie in EastEnders," that to me is a compliment because people remember that you did it. I don't understand why people get so pissed off about it. It's like singers, isn't it? When they have a massive hit and then they never want anyone to discuss it.
Yeah, it's like they just
why?
want, they never want to be seen as a one-trick pony, I suppose.
Yeah, but
that's the
just
thing.
get over it.
Sitting in the sixth form common, says Ellie Denning, a sixth form common room, watching Neighbours, lovely memories with all my friends.
Yeah, there was something cosy about
There
it,
was.
wasn't there?
Yeah. Mark, stay cool, not sure about your hair. Neither am I. I
love it.
look like I've been ignited. I look like a cigarette standing on its head.
I really love it. I'm going to make sure it always has it like this.
Oh, God. I used to watch it with my granny. She loved it, says Zoe. Oh, Natalie Imbroglio. Do you remember Natalie
Oh my
Imbroglio?
God, how beautiful she
Yeah.
was.
Happy birthday,
There was
Julie
a tweet
Evans.
the other day that said they spent the day with her recently and said she's one of the nicest people they'd ever worked with. Apparently she's absolutely lovely.
Is she the one who did... She's not the one who did Promiscuous, is she? The song, Promiscuous.
Yes.
She did.
Exquisitely beautiful.
Russell-
Did she marry somebody famous?
I don't know. Russell Crowe was in it
Yeah,
too.
a big rock star.
Russell Crowe was in Neighbours.
That's right, Russell Crowe.
He
I bet
needs
he's
to come
not
back.
going back to it.
Well, you
He's
should
quite an
see
ego.
him. You should see him in the new Thor. He
I mean,
is
not that I know
hysterical.
that. I shouldn't say that because I
No,
don't.
you don't know that.
I mean, but he's always the press would have you believe he's a diva, but maybe he's just
Maybe he
doesn't
just
like the
doesn't
press.
suffer fools gladly.
Exactly.
I mean, the press are fools.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe he just hates the press. Anyway, so yeah, Neighbour, that's the big deal. And of course, the weird thing is that Neighbours is coming to an end because Channel 5 axed it, and because Channel 5 is the main marketplace for it in the world. As soon as Channel 5 said no more, that was the end of Neighbours, and it's gone. But there's one member of the Neighbours cast that hasn't been reinvited back. Is this chap?
Oh, I've worked with him.
Craig McLaughlin. I worked with him years
Why
ago
hasn't
as
he been
well.
invited
Because
back?
apparently he was
He's really nice.
tied up in accusations of assault and indecent
Ah!
assault of 4 women when he was in the Australian production of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. He wasn't found guilty though, so
He
there's
wasn't found guilty.
there was a lot of people saying if he's innocent, why was he not asked back?
That's
and all that.
shocking.
What do you think about that?
Well, I worked with him. He was an incredibly nice chap.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've been found not guilty,
Yeah.
then surely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Julie Everts. Say happy birthday to Julie Everts.
Happy birthday to you, Julie Everts. Happy birthday to you, Julie Everts. Happy birthday, dear Julie Everts. Happy birthday to you.
Now we're going to take you directly.
Is Lee here?
Nadia said this morning, love
Lee
your
here?
hair. Says April. Thank you. Some people. I wanted to flag this. I like this story you mentioned first thing this morning as you whispered it into my ear. You said, "Oh, final resting place could be a mushroom."
Mushroom
this?
coffins.
What's this? Mushroom coffins.
Yeah.
Has anyone heard about those sacks? You can be buried in they put your body in a sort of sack, and so you're kind of scooped up like that, and then they put you in the sack, they plant you in the ground, and then they plant a tree above you, and you directly feed into the tree.
I love that. That's what I want. Do that.
Yeah,
for me.
there's something about it.
You know,
Look it up.
I
It's a
think
sort of eco.
There's so much money that is made out of people at a time of, and I don't know if any of you have ever been to a funeral directors, but it becomes all about would you like this sort of wood, and would you like this sort of brass handle, and of course in that time you're thinking about, oh, how do I show this person how much I love them and I miss them, and then you can end up thousands and thousands of pounds in debt. So and these new ways that they're finding ecologically sound, financially sound, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this story that you found, a Dutch startup runs a factory in Delft, and they're going to make coffins made of mushrooms, fungal mycelium. I suppose, it's a sort of design idea for solving all sorts of issues around the carbon footprint of funeral directors and funerals is massive.
Very high,
not surprisingly. Yeah. And also of what they call the places where crematoriums.
Yeah.
It's
I'll just ask you a question.
Yeah.
Could you do a poll?
I can do a poll. Of course I can.
Since the heat wave, are you more engaged with global warming?
Oh, since
Do
the
you
heat
perk
wave,
up a bit more now when you see a story about it than you would have before?
engaged.
There was this great woman that, I love this caller the other day on LBC, and she rang up, she went, "Do you know what? I've never cared nothing about global warming, I just don't." She goes, "Now I'm standing here and I'm feeling stupid. This wasn't normal, and I'm going to vote, and I'm on the side of Insulate Britain. I was cursing them 2 weeks ago, and it was just really fascinating." I love it when people can say, "Do you know what, I was wrong. I just didn't want to hear and I didn't want to listen, but now I think I better." Because that is when things will change. When
Oh look, Lee, I'm here, sat in the spot you usually do coffee moaning.
I
from.
said to Mark,
how meta. That's so meta.
I love that, because Lee, those of you who don't know, is looking after the house and the dogs for us. And I said to Mark, we should do a live from Greece one day with you and our usual spot
Yeah.
Coffee Moaning.
We should
do a
StreamYard,
Coffee
Lee.
Moaning.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Ashley, you're absolutely right. England in the final Sunday. Woohoo! Definitely showing the men up. England's final. Yeah, no, that is great.
Oh, they
news.
scored 4 goals.
That is great news.
Is that
They are in
right?
the final. I have to confess, I've missed it. I haven't been following.
I heard the commentator, and she was they're female, they was like, she was brilliant. I was so excited. Apparently, one of the goals, Mark, was just 1 in a billion chance. She hit it backwards with her heel, and it went to the back of the net.
Wow.
Apparently, it was so brave what she did.
Oh,
Is
Nelly,
that right?
thank you, Rhian Williams. Nelly Furtado did Promiscuous. That's what I thought. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. No. And the
What
Commonwealth
was the
Games
tune
today.
that Natalie Imbruglia did then? She did do a tune. And she married a rock star.
Je regarde le film. In answer to your question, I feel so devastated about how we're destroying the planet that I find it hard to think about it.
Yes, there's that, isn't there? Where you just think, God, is it all just so beyond our control that the better thing to do is just live joyful what was it? Joyful nihilism?
Sunny nihilism.
Sunny nihilism. Somebody said
it.
the other day.
One of you guys called it that. Creatorholic. Sorry, these are flying up so fast. It's almost like they've got.
I can't see a bloody thing.
I know, and I'm trying. I was already engaged with global warming, so it hasn't changed for me.
Yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, apparently, Lee, I hope you're doing a good job. It's the driest July for over 100 years.
111 years.
And there was a funny headline, Lee, where they said all gardeners, and given that you're now the head gardener, they said all gardeners need to think cleverly about their use of water. And this made me pause whilst I was in the shower having a roaring with laughter. I was thinking, I wonder what Lee. I wonder how Lee is thinking carefully.
Yeah.
About
Vlog it
water,
for us,
about
Lee.
water usage.
Vlog it, because we think it would be so great to have us vlogging on holiday,
Yeah.
Cutting back to Lee.
Yeah. So
Lee in
Lee, if
London.
you have a moment of fear or
Oh, he's
worry
just
in the
texted
garden,
me.
oh, is he? What's he saying? I don't.
Oh, we can't.
Oh.
It's a voice note.
Oh, it's a voice note.
Can we play this voice note out, Lee?
Lee, can we play this voice
Or is it
note?
something
Is it
terrible?
private? Torn, Natalie, I sang Torn. Natalie sang Torn. Oh, okay.
Very memorable.
Holly McCready, I'm hoping to do a master's in environmental management law after my degree so I can understand better and be able to help more.
Safe.
And help others help more. Oh, it's safe. So we're going to hear from Lee.
Let's have a listen to Lee. I've got to just tell you this. So he said the other day, he texted me this. Where was it? Really made me laugh, Lee. Where was it? Met Dina earlier. She called me a sado because I was playing chess.
She doesn't mince her words, Dina. She'll say it
I
as
said,
it is.
that's Dina, terrifying, isn't she? Pure South London. He goes, I quite enjoyed
Oh,
it.
he's singing the song.
Okay.
He's just done the lyrics.
Oh, okay.
I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. I'm cold and I am shamed, lying naked on the floor.
That's it. Oh, we were just
Lee,
enjoying
we were just getting
that.
into that. Mind you, the YouTube algorithm was about to slap us. I was going to say, oh no, not Lee again. He always gets the words right. I have just voice noted Natalie Imbruglia's song. Oh, there you go. Oh, now we know. A direct reference, Torn, she said. I kept wondering why everyone kept saying Torn.
Sorry, I didn't clean the windows before I left, Lee. I was going to clean all the kitchen windows for you. What, so don't bother. Because I didn't want Lee to have dirty windows.
Sure, he isn't thinking about dirty windows.
Oh, I bet
I
he
mean,
is.
Lee's quite fastidious, but he doesn't think about dirty windows.
He's
when
been
I'm
eating,
cleaning
he's
windows.
been eating all my gifts.
Well, your gifts.
Gifts.
Gifts. Who saw the other thing that has struck us whilst we were tucking into some very salty taramasalata the other night?
Why did they put so much salt in their taramasalata?
Was the host of Talk TV's leadership debate collapsing? Did anyone?
I think she's pregnant.
Did anyone watch this? Because I said to Nads, I said the entire leadership of the Conservative Party is going to pivot around who ran to rescue her soonest. Was anyone watching when it happened? I just saw a headline saying "Loud Bang and Crash takes Tory leadership debate
We were like,
off,
oh my God,
off
whatever
air."
next?
We were like, what the bloody
Isn't
hell
it,
is
isn't
happening?
it just the
It
whole...
was really funny. Was someone listened to each of the two contestants?
Yes.
How they're attacking each other, and then just basically attack them on those lines at the
They're
next
literally
election.
eating their
They're
own
handing
party
over.
with the places, the economy's in a mess. Hang on a minute, you've been in power for 12
Yeah.
years.
Reese Roberts, I saw the clip where she fainted, and it looked like Liz ran over to her quicker. That's what I said, and I immediately.
The elections are won and lost over things like this.
I swear, I said if she's moved faster than Rishi, she's won. Because people would be like, oh, it's the human
Maybe
touch.
Kate McCann was originally working class. So he doesn't have working class friends. Does he?
Oh, I see. Oh, I see. It
Could
doesn't
have been a
help.
problem for him.
Oh, I see.
Who knows what Kate McCann's
Well,
background was.
Kate McCann says, I'm a bit bruised, but I'm glad to be back. I got really cynical with Talk TV. I wondered whether it was all planned.
No, Kate McCann is a very, very respected.
Oh,
journalist.
right.
She's good. Yeah.
Okay.
She would do something like that.
But here, what do you think?
And actually, the director I know well as well. He wouldn't do anything like that.
And Liz Truss has promised this. There's a strange...
God, not another promise.
There's a strange trade-off happening between... Rishi has said he's going to ban top blousing, is it? When you look down someone's top. Have you heard about that?
Yeah.
And she's promised she's going to make wolf whistling street harassment. It's so weird. It's like we're in an alternate reality. I mean, the thing is, both are good.
I
think
find
both are
them
good. Don't you think that's
so
good?
insulting.
Liz Truss has promised to introduce a national domestic abuse register and a new offence of street harassment if she becomes Prime Minister.
I mean, the thing is,
It's a shame
every
it takes a
time
leadership
somebody on the
election to
radio rings up and complains about how Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak is talking, the things that they're choosing to talk about.
They have to talk
The
about something
presenters will always say, yeah, but they're not appealing to.
on the back of the stalls
They've
as well.
got to have they haven't enough. They haven't got their eye on the back of the stalls.
Well,
because they are not talking. I mean, these.
I see, but I
things-
don't think this would appeal to the
No,
to
this is for
conservative
us.
grassroots.
This is for us, but it's little tidbits, and that's what I
Yeah.
find insulting. It's little bit. People want to know how they're going to pay their bills. People want to know what's going to happen with global warming, and those topics they skim over like
Yeah.
anything.
But what do you think, guys? I think it's something we've all been asking for, is that actually, you know, they do something about it. Anyway, ITV News are running this news story, which I thought, Nadia, you said you liked the sound of.
Yeah.
And the Spanish government are running an inclusivity campaign, and it's a great title, entitled "Every Woman's Body is Beach Ready. El verano también es nuestro."
And then it's got photos of all
And then it's
different
got photos
women
of-
sitting on the beach.
Yeah,
But I would extend that to men and women.
thank you.
Because actually, Kiki and I were sat on the beach yesterday and we were just looking, and I said to her, it's so good to sit on a beach, isn't it? And just think, everybody's body is so different. She went, Mum, you won't believe it. I was just thinking exactly the same thing. Now, whatever you think would be the standardised great body, right? The body that most people would think, oh, I wish I had that body. On an entire beach, there was probably 3 people that had that body, and everybody else was struggling with something or other, you know, funny legs, weird tummy, saggy boobs, no boobs, big bottom, cellulite, no cellulite. You know, it was all just there. And so I said to Matt Kiki yesterday, I said, Matt Kiki, all you need for a beach body is a beach and a body. That is it.
Well, that's kind of what
I
they're running
cannot
with,
stand.
which I think is
Are
good.
you bikini ready? Are you beach body ready? Are you summer ready? Are you?
So the
I-
colourful campaign promotional photo shows 5 diverse women of different body types smiling and enjoying themselves on a beach. Fair point. But I do think, rather than saying should men be included, I think the fact that it's doing it for women in
Well-
the first place is good.
But you know what? I was looking on the beach yesterday and I saw men feeling just as insecure as women. It's
Yeah.
changing. It's not just women feeling. Obviously, there's much more pressure on women to look
Yes.
a certain way.
Yes.
But I think men are feeling
Yeah.
the pressure a lot more than
Oh,
they ever used
absolutely,
to.
absolutely.
It's still nowhere near what
Yeah.
women are going through. But
Create all look, oh my God, have we not got bigger things to worry about? I know what you mean, but I think for a lot of people it
Well,
can
yes.
wreck, it can wreck your
we have got bigger
downtime.
things to think about, and the problem is that we are still as a big part of the Western world spends too much time thinking about this, so that we're not thinking about the more important things that we should think about. And to just let go of it is a long process. I don't know how old you are, Creative Holic. I don't know what your upbringing was. I don't know what your attitude is to your own body. But if you've been blessed with not being burdened with the exhausting thing of thinking about that, then that's brilliant. But many, many people are. And just to say, just don't think about it, think about better things.
Well,
I understand it, but it's much more
Yeah.
complex than that, to let go of that stinking thinking.
And
This is the
I've
first-
been working out constantly, and I feel totally
feels
self-loathing
insecure
of my
all the
entire body.
time.
Joe Ward, I'm going away in a month, and I do feel like I need to get beach ready, even though I'm an active gym user. That's how I feel. I mean, because you're fighting, aren't you? You're fighting. However much workout you do, my eating is always chaotic and disordered. So you're fighting that, and you're fighting self-esteem in terms of how you look and how you feel, and then you do
haven't been
struggle with
disordered.
it.
You've been really stable with your eating here. You're like working out. You're having a slight lunch, then you're having whatever you want
I'm
for
still
dinner.
not missing a Magnum here and there.
But that's all right. What's wrong with having a bloody Magnum? But this is the first holiday where I don't know where my sarong is properly. Properly.
Sounds like a song.
Like we can walk from the pool here down to the beach, and I'm just every time I'm walking down without putting anything on, and it's just do it, and just do it, because what's gonna happen if somebody looks at you and says, "Well, she hasn't got a very nice bum. Well, look at her cellulite."
Well, look.
It's just
Creatolic 58 and bullied for being skinny as a child. Just awful. See, Creatolic. So sorry. Someone else just said it's
58,
hard when so many
yeah.
women have issues. It's not easy to think of other things. I still have the odd glance in the mirror sometimes. Sharon JL, when you've been put down most of your life, hard to be body confident. Someone just asked, what about the comment about mother and baby parking bays? Go and park and walk.
Nick Ferrari.
So he said it.
He said, the further away, the better from the supermarket, because it'll keep them fit.
That's
And of course,
outrageous.
he's as fit
That's
as anything,
outrageous.
Nick Ferrari.
Yeah. Why don't we
Maybe we should drop him off in Glasgow and get him to walk to LBC Studios so
That
he
would
could
be-
get really fit.
That would be considerate. That would be appropriate.
He who hath not sinned,
yeah.
cast the first stone.
And just finally, we just wanted to send all of our heartfelt, emotional support and
story.
thoughts about this story because it keeps coming back. The Archie Battersby story.
Look at that.
Around
boy.
this boy, and as you said, Nadia, I didn't realise that he is fighting on life support, but it was as a consequence of doing a TikTok or an Instagram challenge or
Yeah,
something.
we don't know the absolute details,
No.
but his mother believes that he was doing a challenge,
Yeah.
an online challenge.
An online challenge.
And just reading the whole article, the one bit that sticks out for me is that the medics are saying he may be brainstem dead.
Right.
And that may, I don't know whether that's a misprint in the article or whether that's the official rulings from them, but there's nobody that is, this is horrific for the medics, for the judges, for the parents, for everybody.
What's your take on it, though? Because I mean, from what I think I've read, is the idea that he's shown a couple of what the mother or the parents suggest is a response.
She
of
says
some
she's
form.
got video footage as they've asked for a stay, which I think is important that they do. If she has a video evidence of him trying to breathe. And I think am I right, did he squeeze her hand or
Yes.
something?
Yeah.
Now, if you were that child's parent, you would just be like, oh my God, this is a sign, wouldn't you? But then if you're the medics and you know what you know, it's just awful. It's just awful. So I'm glad they've given them an extra day or two, haven't they? Because his father passed out outside the court and couldn't go in.
Amy May says it was the fainting challenge. Oh my God. I mean, imagine how you feel.
What's the fainting one?
Fainting.
Don't say in case
Erin
people are trying
Bullamar, I fucking hate TikTok. All the stupidest, dangerous shit that kids do these days comes off of that app. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? It's just heartbreaking. Going back to body confidence, Lee says he was sabotaged by a packet of cookies that arrived at the door. It's just inconsiderate, isn't it? Inconsiderate. Guys, have a lovely day. Obviously, home time vlogs and stuff are going to be landing when they can. It's lovely catching up with you guys. Really nice.
And we will do some more.
Yeah,
while
we'll
we're
do
away.
another one.
And Lee, keep up the good work.
Yes.
We love you.
Keep vlogging.
Give our dogs a kiss.
And be sensible with water, Lee. Be sensible with water.